Hey friends, today I'm going to take you through a nice twisty detox flow. Detox in the sense that we're going to really massage all the abdominal organs, and we're going to do that by focusing, of course, on the twists in our movements, but especially with the intensity of our breath. So I'm going to keep your focus on your breath, and I'll meet you on your mat. We'll go ahead and begin in child's pose. So bring your big toes together, knees mat width distance apart, soften your forehead to the floor, and just relax your arms overhead. So just placing a nice generous bend through the elbows, and softening the shoulder blades down the back, and softening your facial expression, and then just allowing all your awareness to really settle into the body in this form. So letting go of whatever has been floating around in your mind that pertains to something outside of the four corners of your mat, tuning completely inward here. As we flow through this class, again, we'll be doing lots of twists. And with these twists, we're also going to challenge our balance and stability. So maybe come up with a word or a phrase, a mantra that you'd like to repeat to yourself throughout your practice, just to really set your TWISTY, your focal point. And go ahead and take a deep breath in together. And breath out. Next breath in, pull yourself forward to your tabletop position, coming up to hands and knees, fanning the fingers nice and wide. We'll energize the spine now with a few rounds of cat-cow. So breathe in, drop the belly, lift your gaze. Breathe out, round the spine, push the floor away. Tuck the chin tightly towards the chest just to lengthen the back of the neck. Take a breath in, drop the belly, pull the chest through. Really think about guiding the heart forward from in between the biceps. Exhale, round into your cat. Again, think about pushing the floor away through hands, through knees. Another deep breath in. And breath out. So just synchronizing the movement of the breath with the body. Finding a state of flow. And then listening to your internal cues, so taking any organic movement, thinking outside the box, coloring outside the lines. And so many ways to say it, but just allow your body to do it. Let's take 2 more rounds. And 1 more. Let's meet at a neutral spine. Grip down through the left palm, press through the outline of the hand, reach the right arm up, big breath in. Maybe roll around through wrist. And breath out, go ahead and thread the arm through, soften the right cheek to the mat, sending your gaze all the way out to your left side. Next inhale, you can slide the left hand forward to the top of your mat. Another option is to go ahead and find a bind, so bringing the arm back, left hand into right hip crease. On your breath in, push down through that right shoulder. Begin to twist a bit more, looking past the left. Maybe extend your left leg straight if you'd like. Stretch through the left calf. Breathe in. Breathe out, release the knee down along with the hand. Inhale, press through the palm, reach the right arm up. And then exhale, release the right hand to the floor. We'll swap sides. Next inhale, reach the left arm high. Maybe roll around through wrist. And then exhale, thread the arm through. And press the back of the hand to the floor firmly. And then if you'd like to adjust with the right hand, you can slide it to the top of the mat, or even find a bind, wrapping it behind the back towards the hip crease. Inhale, press the left shoulder blade to the floor. Maybe begin to lift the right leg. Take a breath in. Stay for your breath out. One more inhale, twist deeper, maybe look past the shoulder. Exhale, release the knee and hand to the floor. Inhale, press to the right palm, reach left arm high. Exhale, release the hand to the floor. Fan the fingers nice and wide, tuck the toes under. Breathe in. Breathe out, press the hips back for your downward facing dog. Feel free to pedal out through feet, bending the knees right, left as you lengthen the heels down towards the floor. Charge the tailbone high and allow the head to hang heavy. Take a breath in, breath out. Inhale, start to walk your hands back towards your feet, just about 6 inches, to shorten the distance between the hands and feet. Perhaps bend the knees a bit more. Maintain the length in the arms and spine, and then continue to reach the heels low. All right, fingers are spread wide for stability. Breathe in. On your breath out, you're going to go ahead and cross the right arm underneath the body so that it clasps onto the left ankle. Stay here if this is enough, or challenge your balance. Start to tug into the right ankle. Twist the body underneath the arm. Breathe in. Maybe lift your gaze up. Breathe out, release. We'll swap sides, so pushing firmly through the heel of the right palm for stability. Left hand clasps onto that right ankle. Breathe in. Maybe use the strength of the left bicep to pull yourself through. And then breathe out, release. And start to walk your hands back towards your feet, bending the knees as you need for your ragdoll. So allowing that decompression through the spine, tailbone to tilt high, top of the head to reach low. Maybe scoop up opposite elbows and sway side to side. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. On your exhale, release your arms heavy. Allow them just to hang as you slowly round yourself up to standing, pushing down firmly through the soles of the feet. And then once all the joints stack, you can roll the shoulders down and back a few times. Next, inhale, sweep your arms up overhead for your extended mountain. Maybe lift your gaze up towards the fingertips and then feel the stretch for a moment. Notice the tilt of your pelvis. Think of it as a bowl. You can put whatever you'd like in the bowl, maybe soup, cereal. We don't want contents of the bowl to spill forward in our practice or back. So find a neutral position here while you're standing in your extended mountain. Kind of feels like you're pulling the hip bones towards the ribs. Take a breath in. On your breath out, press your palms together, bring them to heart center, samastitihi, standing at attention. Reconnect with the intention, the mantra, the phrase, the word that you set in the beginning of your practice. And repeat it to yourself. Just sow that seed into your heart. Breathe in. Breathe out. Again, inhale. Sweep your arms back up overhead. Take up a bit more space. Find more length. Exhale, gentle bend in the knees. Hinge from the hips. Fold forward. Inhale to a halfway lift. Find a flat back. Press your tailbone behind you. Reach the crown of the head forward. And then engage your core, pulling it in and up as you walk your hands to the top of your mat, finding your high plank position. If you need to modify, you can drop to knees. I'll modify for the first round. Inhale, lean your shoulders past your wrists. That way, when we exhale, you can lower to your low plank, keeping your elbows stacked over wrists, 90-degree bend through arms. Breathe in, pull the chest through, finding your back bend. You can keep your hips on the floor, pull the chest forward, drop the shoulders away from the ears. As you exhale, engage through your core to lift your hips up and back to downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step your right foot in between the hands to the top of your mat, followed by the left, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Find a flat back, weight is in the toes. Exhale, fold forward. Distribute the weight evenly through the feet. Inhale, press down through the soles of the feet. Sweep the arms overhead, extended mountain. Exhale, hinge from your hips and fold forward. Inhale to a halfway lift. Find your flat back. Exhale, plant your palms firmly. And go ahead and step your left leg to the back of your mat, followed by your right high plank. So if you'd like to modify as we did in the first round, feel free to drop to knees. Otherwise, I'm going to demonstrate the full expression. Bring my shoulders past my wrists. Exhale, lower halfways. Inhale to your back bend, pull the chest through. Drop the shoulders away from the ears, hips low. Pull the navel in towards your spine as you lift your hips up and back to downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step your left foot in between your hands, followed by your right forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Find your flat back. Engage to the core. Create space between shoulders and ears. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, extended mountain. Sweep your arms up overhead. Lengthen the outer seams of the body, and then exhale, hinge from the hips, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back. Inhale, halfway lift. Find your flat back. Exhale, plant your palms. Step your right leg to the back of your mat, followed by your left high plank. Modify as you need. Lower halfways as you breathe out. Inhale to your back bend. Pull the chest through. Exhale, engage your core. Grip through fingertips as you press back to down dog. I kind of like to claw my fingertips into my mat, or rather my finger pads. So I'm not really pressing where the nail is, kind of where your fingerprint would be, pressing downward into the mat, and that helps protect the wrists. And that allows us to be a bit more consistent and maintain longevity in our practice. All right, last round of our Sun A. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, step, or hop if you're ready to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Find your flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge from your hips and fold forward, pulling through that center line. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. So if Chaturanga do not feel good in your body, you're still working on building up upper body or core strength, and you're just not feeling it, you can always omit and just move from high plank to down dog. All right, breathe in and breathe out. Next inhale, go ahead and sweep your right leg high for three-legged dog. Pushing back through the heel, firming through the glute and the quad. Level out through hips, that way the right hip isn't quite opened up. And shoulders are also level to the floor. Take another big inhale, kick back with more intensity. Exhale, core plank, draw the knee to the nose, heel towards the glute. And then step the foot between the hands. Soften the left knee gently to the floor. You can untuck the toes or not, it's your choice. Make sure the right knee is stacked over the ankle. Tuck the pelvis under. Inhale, sweep the arms up. So as you reach your arms upward, notice again the curvature of your spine and the tilt of your pelvis. We want to find that neutral position so the bowl isn't spilling forward or back. Once you find that neutral position, you should find a little bit more length through the quad and more access to the hip flexor. So breathe in. On your next breath out, we'll begin to twist. So find your drishti, your focal point on the floor to your right. Bring your arms parallel to the floor. Feel the left fingertips pull forward, right fingertips pull back. One more inhale, guide the heart forward from in between the shoulder blades. On your exhale, release the right hand to left thigh. Left arm reaches straight up skyward. Inhale, lift up through chest. Draw the shoulder blades together. Exhale, hook the left elbow outside the right knee. And stack palms, stack elbows. Breathe in. Start to lift your torso off of the leg. Continue to scissor the thighs together. Maybe send your gaze past the right shoulder. Grip firmly through the right big toe. Inhale. See if you can lift the left knee. On your exhale, release the left hand to the floor underneath the shoulder. Right arm reaches straight up. We're going to transition to our Vashisthasana side plank from here. So roll to the outer edges of both feet. Try to stack the hips and then step the right foot back. So the feet can stack or stagger, it's your choice. As you breathe in, feel the lines of energy running through the body. Exhale, release the right hand down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale to down dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Next inhale, sweep the left leg up, three-legged dog. So again, both hips and shoulders are level to the floor. Continue to think about lengthening through the arms, lifting up through the hips. Breathe in. Breathe out. Draw the knee to the nose, heel towards the glute, and step the foot between the hands. Right knee gingerly softens to the floor. Find the alignment in the left leg. Shin is vertical. Squeeze the thighs together as you rise up. Breathe in. Tuck the pelvis under as you breathe out. Another inhale. Find more length, more lift. Exhale, begin to twist. Focal point on the floor for stability. Feel the pull. Guide the chest forward. Breathe in. Release the left hand to the right thigh. Right arm reaches up. Inhale. Shoulder blades draw together. Maybe lift your gaze. Exhale. Bring the right elbow outside the left knee. Stack the hands and elbows. Inhale, find more lift through the torso. Feel the crown of the head pull forward. Exhale, twist deeper. Look past the left shoulder. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, lift that back knee. Continue to hug the thighs together, grip through the left big toe. Exhale, release the right hand to the floor. Roll to the outer edges of the feet. Reach to left arm skyward. Exhale, transition to Vashisthasana, side plank. Breathe in. Breathe out, release the left hand down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathe into your back bend. Grip through fingertips as you exhale to down dog. Big inhale and exhale. Next inhale, sweep the right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, core plank, knee to nose, and step the foot between the hands. Ground the back heel so that the left toes point towards the top left corner of the mat. Stack the right knee over ankle, similar to our lunge. Inhale, lift up, Vashisthasana, warrior one. Tuck the pelvis under, square the hips forward, extend through both heels. Breathe in. On your breath out, begin to open up to your warrior two. So now the hips are going to face the left side of your room. Your pelvis is back at neutral, and then a little bit wider stance through the feet. Continue to grip down firmly through both feet, not just through the right leg. Allows you to stay in the shape a little bit longer. All right, next breath in. Start to feel the right fingertips pull forward. Exhale to your side angle. You can rest the forearm on the knee or reach the hand to the floor. Begin to lift your gaze up towards the left hand and draw the shoulder blade down and back. Maintain that strength through the feet. Inhale, reverse warrior. So maintain your stance. Nothing changes from the waist down. Just going to begin to find a side bend through the right side as you reach the arm back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Begin to straighten that front leg. You can shorten your stance as you need to heel toe the left foot in. Arms parallel to the floor, pelvis tucked under, getting ready for Trikonasana. Inhale, begin to extend the right fingertips beyond the toes. Reach as far forward as you can, and then once you can't reach further forward, tick-tock to 6 and 12. Strength of the core to keep you up. Really lengthen through the left fingertips, simultaneously drawing the shoulder blade back. Breathe in. On your breath out, release your hands to frame the front foot. Adjust your stance for pyramid pose, so wrapping the left hip back, grounding the heel down. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, hinge. Feel free to maintain a bend in that front knee, especially if you're feeling really tight. You want to keep the hips oriented forward, and that means that you have to think about wrapping the right hip further back than you think you need to. And if you're pretty flexible, careful not to hyperextend and force the knee downward. Instead, think about lifting the kneecap upward. Breathe in. Breathe out. Next, inhale, begin to look beyond the foot. We're going to plant the left hand down for revolved half moon. As you breathe in, press down through that right foot. Lift the left leg parallel to the ground. You can keep the right hand on the hip or reach the arm up towards the sky. Feel the lines of energy here. Inhale. Challenge yourself on your exhale. Bend both knees, carefully come up to standing. See if you can bring the left leg with you without touching the floor. Two options here. We're going to find a revolved hand to foot. The modification is to keep your right hand on the left knee as you open the body to your left side. Otherwise, you can loop the peace fingers around the left big toe. Extend that leg straight. Breathe in, pull the chest forward from in between the shoulder blades. Similar cues here. We're building on our sequences. Maybe send your gaze back towards the left thumb. Careful transition here to half moon. So releasing grip of the foot or the knee. Swing the left leg back as you teeter-totter forward. Releasing the right hand to the ground. Reaching the left arm skyward. Left heel straight back. So the leg is parallel to the floor. Foot is flexed. Breathe in. Firm up through that right quad. Grip through the toes. On your breath out, gently release the left foot back. 5-pointed star. Push through the right foot. Reach the arms up. Heels pivot inward, toes outward. Exhale to your horse squat. Cactus the arms. Stack the knees over the ankles. Feel pressure on the insides of the knees pushing outward. Breathe in. On your breath out, release your hands to the insides of the knees. You can kind of settle here. And then begin to drop the left shoulder down as we twist. Pressing the heel of the palm to the inside of the knee. And then corkscrew the spine so that you're gazing past the right shoulder. Breathe in. Breathe out, turn to center. We'll swap sides. So straightening through the right arm as you press the heel of the palm through the knee. Corkscrew the spine, look past the left shoulder. Breathe in. Breathe out, settle the hips low. Inhale to center. Press through the heels, 5-pointed star, reach the arms up. From here, we're going to transition to our warrior one, facing the back of our mats. So point the right toes towards the top right corner of the mat now. Adjust your lunge in that front leg. Wrap the hip back. Breathe in, sweep the arms up. Exhale, tuck your pelvis under. Orient the hips forward. Big inhale. Exhale, open up to warrior two. Widen your stance. Find the alignment, aiming to get the front shin vertical, the thigh bone horizontal, arms extending out. Begin to extend the left fingertips beyond the toes, and then tick-tock to 6 and 12 with the arms or rest the form on the knee. Breathe in, stack the right hip over the left, maybe lift your gaze. Hug the heels together, reverse your warrior. Legs stay the same as you find that lateral bend through the left side. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Begin to straighten the left leg. Shorten the stance as you need for a triangle. Bring the arms parallel to the floor. Pelvis is neutral. Inhale again, extend beyond the toes. Exhale, tick-tock to 6 and 12. Engage that right glute to keep the hips stacked. Lift your gaze. Breathe in. On your breath out, release your hands to frame the foot for a pyramid. So reorient the hips. You can point the right toes further forward. Breathe in, lengthen the spine. Breathe out, hinge and fold. 3 breaths. Feel that deep stretch through the left hamstring. One more inhale and exhale. Next inhale, micro bend through the knee as we transition to revolved half moon. Plant the right palm firmly on the floor on a block. Begin to lift the right leg parallel to the floor. Flex the foot in towards the knee. Reach the left arm high. Maybe lift your gaze towards the thumb. Breathe in. Feel the lines here, pulling you in different directions. Stay centered. Maintain your drishti as you come up to standing. Bring the right knee with you. And again, you can grab hold of the knee or loop the peace fingers around the big toe. Extend the right arm behind you. Inhale, pull the chest through. Maybe send your gaze back. And then breathe out with control. Release and transition to half moon. So left fingertips find the floor. See if you can transition with grace. Maybe lean on the wall behind you for support. Allow your muscles to get more familiar with holding this shape. Breathe in, experience the asana. On your breath out, gently step the right foot behind you for 5-pointed star. Pivot on the heels, reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhale to horse squat, cactus the arms, energize your fingertips, lower the hips. Aiming to get the thigh bones about in line with the hips. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release the hands to the insides of the knees. Begin to press the left heel of the palm into the knee. Corkscrew the spine to your right. Look past the shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, swap sides, moving more fluidly, pressing the heel of the right palm into the knee, looking past the left shoulder. Breathe in. Breathe out to center. Press down through both heels, reach the arms up high. On your exhale, you're going to pivot on the feet so that the toes spin inward or parallel to one another. Arms out to a T, hinge from your hips and fold forward. Big breath in. Breath out. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath in. And out. Release your hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, walk your hands to the top of your mat so that they frame the right foot. Slither the left foot back, coming into your lunge position, and then step the right foot behind you, high plank. Exhale, lower halfways. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale to down dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, sweep the left leg up. Exhale, draw the left knee to nose. And then this time, soften the left knee behind the left wrist. And send the right foot back. Lower your hips to the floor. Top of the right foot pushes into the ground for pigeon pose. So all 5 toes press down evenly. Continue to wrap the hip behind you. Breathe in. Orient the hips forward. And breathe out. Lead with the heart. Hinge and hold. Maybe soften down to forearms, all the way down, whatever's comfortable for you, for the next 5 breaths. So coming back to your intention, that word or phrase that you set to keep your focus. So staying present, even though your hips might be screaming, get out of this shape. Be here. Experience the journey. The slow unwind and release of tension. As you find stillness and fight the urge to fidget, breathe in, breathe out. Next inhale, press up to palms, lift up. Lean on the left hip. We're going to swing the right leg forward and then cross the right foot outside of the left knee. Notice your seat. I have a tendency of lifting my right hip in this shape. See if you can ground it down, even if that means the right foot lifts a touch. Breathe in, reach the arms up. On your breath out, begin to twist, tent the right fingertips behind the tailbone. You can hug the thigh in towards the chest or hook the elbow outside the knee. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, twist and look past the shoulder. Big inhale. And exhale. Next inhale, unwind to center, cow face pose. Grab hold of the outer edges of the feet. Begin to draw the heel back. So you're bringing the feet close towards the hips. Lean forward to stack the knees directly above one another, and then settle back to your seat. So maybe this is enough for you. You'd like to stay here, especially if you feel like your feet want to move out of this shape. So just drawing the feet inwards, focusing on your posture. Otherwise, we'll find a bind through the arms. Inhale, sweep the arms up. On your exhale, bend the left elbow, releasing the hand behind the neck. You're going to clasp onto your sports bra, your shirt, or if you can, finding that full bind, fingertips clasping behind the back. Breathe in, lift the chest, we'll all prostrate. Breathe out, lead with the heart and hinge forward if this feels right. Maybe soften the forehead to the knee. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. And exhale. Next inhale, press back up. Release through the hands. Go ahead and lean back. We're going to find a figure 4 seat. So keeping the right ankle on top of the left thigh, flex the right foot in. Plant the hands behind the hips, fingertips facing you. You can bend the elbows, slide them further back just to adjust. All right, inhale. Again, lengthen through the spine. And then exhale, press the chest forward like you want to make a connection between the chest and the shin. Maybe slide the left heel further forward if you need to modify. Stay here for your breath in. Continue to encourage the right knee to press away. And breath out. You can stay here or find a single leg reverse tabletop, pressing through the sole of the left foot and the palms to lift the hips up. Drop the head back. Breathe in. Tuck the pelvis to neutral. Exhale, release the hips down. We'll go ahead and uncross the legs. We'll find pigeon pose on the other side, so lean on the right hip and swing the left leg back. Orient the hips. Press the top of the left foot to the floor. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hinge. Maybe soften to the forearms into your sleeping pigeon. And stay present with your intention, with your breath, and with the sensations that arise for the next 5 breaths. And even if your mind is moving 1,000,000 miles a second, allow your physical body to stay still. Stay here, remaining present in your space, in the shape. Next inhale, press up to palms. Lean on that left hip. We'll start to find our half Lord of the Fishes, so crossing the ankle over the knee. Sitting down evenly through both sit bones. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, twist to your left, tenting the left fingertips behind the tailbone and either hugging onto that thigh or crossing the elbow outside the knee. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, twist. One more inhale. And exhale. Next inhale, unwind to center. Cow face pose. Grab hold of the outer edges of the feet and draw the heels to hips. Lean forward to stack the knees and then settle the hips down. Inhale here. You can lengthen through the spine and remain or sweep the arms up. Exhale, begin to bend at the right elbow. Grab hold of the shirt, your sports bra, or maybe your fingertips, finding that bind. Breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, optional hinge and fold. Inhale here. Exhale, remain. Inhale, push through sit bones, rise up. Exhale, unwind and release. Lean back. We'll find our figure 4 cross in our seat. So left ankle on right thigh, foot is flexed. You're encouraging the knee to push away. You can create a little bit more space to make it easier in the body, either sliding the right heel further forward or the hands further back. Breathe in, lift the chest. Exhale, press into the palms. Feel the chest and the shin magnetize. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stay here or find that reverse tabletop on the right foot. Lift the hips, drop the head back. Inhale. Exhale, release the hips down. You can uncross the legs. Reach the arms forward. Draw the navel in and up. Breathe in. And breathe out. Slowly lower to your belly. Once the back of the head touches the floor, draw the knees into the chest. Breathe in. On your breath out, find your happy baby. Grab onto the outer edges of the feet. Stack the ankles over the knees. Pull the knees towards the floor. Open up through the chest as you encourage your shoulder blades to slide down your back. Inhale. Exhale, maybe rock side to side. Have some fun here. And start to curl the corners of the lips up. Breathe in. On your breath out, soles of the feet together, heels to glutes, knees away from the body, along with the shoulders. Inhale. And exhale, release the feet to the floor for Supta Baddha Konasana. So you can place your hands on the insides of the thighs for added support to encourage the knees to move downward. You can even cactus your arms overhead or place one hand over the navel, the other over the heart. Inhale and exhale. And starting to slow down our practice as we near the end of our journey, allowing the breath to go back to a more normal pace, allowing the heart rate to slow, and then coming to a space, almost a meditation, remaining utterly present. I encourage you to remain here as long as you'd like. You can begin to slide the legs forward to your final Shavasana if you'd prefer that as your final shape. I'd like to thank you all so much for taking the time to show up on your mats and practice with me. It was an honor to guide you from the bottom of my heart as an extension of your own. Namaste.